everybody? We are live. How's everybody doing today? I know a lot of us aren't too well, based on the result and based on the current form right now in the last couple of games. As frustrated as I am, just like everybody else, I tend to want to look at the positive things in our situation right now, and although there's very few positives to grab onto, the few that I can say is that we're still undefeated at home. We're still undefeated since that that Tottenham game. Haven't allowed a lot of goals, bar the game against Sevilla. I believe we're in a good way. A lot of us wanted to have our Fab Four, as they're being called, in this game. We had that, and arguably we performed worse than we did in the Everton match, and that's why I think this loss feels so bad this result, the draw against Westbrom, feels so bad because of the Merseyside game, and that hasn't been something that we've been able to kind of flush out of our system because of the match shortly after, which was last night against West Brom. But for me, the midfield was really the issue, and that's a big issue for me, because that's a big problem for me, because you thought with Gini and Emery surely we'd be quicker than a midfield, say, of Milner and Henderson, but we weren't. We might have been even slower, and that's what really frustrated me. And again, I think a lot of times in this season, the defense, of course, and rightfully so, the majority of the time, gets a lot of the flack and for these results. But honestly, in my opinion, the midfield has let us down as well. Numerous occasions they have. And Emery, which is really, and everybody knows if you watch this channel, he's my favorite player on the team. I always say that, it's true. But he was poor. He was poor yesterday, and I think West Brom gave us a really good fight, and they're a good team. They're a good team. I know that on paper they don't look like it, and the manager and the place on the table, but they were good. They were good against us, at least. Physical, even frustrated a lot of our players. When's the last time you see Salah get into a shoving match with anybody? I mean, does he even come across as a guy who would be that way? He seems very peaceful, and it's good to see that. But my point is, yeah, guys like Coutinho and Emery, we know he's hot-headed, which for me is why I really like him. But they really took us out of our zone. Soybeans at Mocha Res, peace. Yeah, so we just, it was really frustrating. You can see that really got to the team, especially after that result against Everton. Just couldn't break them down, and I'm not really sure why that was. I mean, I don't know if we would have played maybe 3 at the back, get some more attacking. You're starting to see why I think Klopp prefers Moreno on that left side. That's just the truth. Robertson is a fullback's fullback. You know what I mean? He's a proper fullback, but he's not really so attacking. So, yeah, it was just a match that was really tough to take. And again, especially after that Everton match. But I believe we'll bounce back. It's unfortunate, and I'm not here to knock anybody for how they support our team or how they choose to come out and criticize the team. Everybody has their way of doing that, and I don't think anyone's support is better than the next man's. But what I will say is that it's sad for me, and that's really the only way I can look at it, that people are already saying, we're going to lose against Bournemouth. There's no chance for us this season on any level. I mean, knocking Klopp, and what other manager right now can come in and do what Klopp has done with this team so far? People forget, went to 2 finals back-to-back. Yes, we lost them, but that is an achievement, I think, in itself. Champions League, haven't lost any games in the Champions League yet. Top the group, on against Porto, which will be a tough team, tough match, but it's a draw that we should be able to advance in. I think we're in a good way. We've lost 2 games this season, really bad losses, but we've lost 2 games this season, and a lot of these games that we're drawing, unfortunately, too many in my opinion, but a lot of these games that we're drawing, we're losing them last season, so, carriers look decent today. It's very telling to see that the last couple games, 2 of our young defenders were probably the man of the match in both games. So that's another good thing I think, we panic too much because as soon as we beat Bournemouth, which I think we'll do, I always think we'll win games. Then again, we're the best team in Europe, and we're so scintillating, and we're amazing, and the Fab Four again, and again, these results do hurt, but we did not lose. You know what I mean? And thanks to the squad, I got to give them credit. Set pieces is a situation. Those are situations that we a lot of times allow goals, and we didn't do that. They were close to getting something here and there. Carriers did well, a couple of good defensive moments, but we got to try our best to just stick with the team. And I think for me, there's no need in just wallowing in sorrow and being down about the team. It hurts. It's frustrating. I don't want us to get those results, especially when we have the games in our hand, and we should be having the games in our hand. But like I said, I got to get my hat off to Bournemouth. They did what they wanted to do. They did it well. So we just got to keep fighting, man. Keep fighting. Keep supporting the team. It's tough right now, but it's just 2 results. You think of it, and then we talk about teams parking the bus. Listen, managers want to keep their jobs. And to keep your job, if you have to park the bus to get a result against a better team, then by all means do it. It's about results. I mean, you look at David Moyes, who I'm not a fan of at all, but all of a sudden, there's some belief in that team. They beat Chelsea, they drew to Arsenal, call it parking the bus, whatever. They got 2 really good results. And if you looked at the schedule coming up to these last 2 games, you wouldn't have thought West Ham would have gotten the points that they got in the last 2 games against those 2 teams. And you wouldn't have thought that we would have dropped 4 points against the 2 teams we played. So it's like that, man. Like, people got to keep a job. If that's how they keep a job, then I'm not going to knock them. It's our job to break that down and put to bed the whole idea that we can't break those teams down. But yeah, we liked a lot of creativity. Any real clean-cut ideas. There was a lot of frustration, settling, and just slow movement. So you would have thought we'd be working on that in training. We know what West Brom was going to be like. The time wasting and all those things really frustrated us too. You can tell the coaches, the manager, the players. So, hopefully I know they're going to study the Bournemouth and Man United game, and we come out better. And that's where I'm coming from today. I'm trying to keep my spirit up. It's not always easy. It's never easy in situations like this when we should be doing better. But we need some improvements. I think the manager knows that. You guys, the fans know it. It's obvious. But this is what we have right now. January, maybe we'll address some of those things. Maybe we won't. But at the end of the day, this is our team. This is what we have. So we got to stick with what we got. There's nothing else we can really do about it. So I'm hoping for the best. I can't wait till Sunday, another chance to put this right. And hopefully we can do that. I believe we will. Hope everybody else is trying their best to stay encouraged. And, yeah, see you guys soon.